Hi, I'm EllaAradia and welcome to your July 2025 Psychic Tarot Love Reading. So this reading is for my Sagittarius fire signs. This is a love reading and it's for those of you who are already connected with someone, even if you are currently in no contact with your person. So this will be a very specific message. It may not resonate with all of you. If it feels right, then it's meant for you. Otherwise, you may want to check out the readings for your other placements. So Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. And before we jump in, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who are supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. So if you enjoy this reading and you haven't already done that, please do, as it really helps the channel out. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. And then of course you can get notified when the next videos are up. So Sagittarius, let's jump in. I'm feeling some energies of worry and a little bit of anxiety, and I feel like there is a sense for many of you of a real lack of clarity with your person. And it feels like a lack of clarity around, where are they really at in this? It's like, how do they feel about me? Where does their heart truly lie? What do they want moving forwards? And of course, this is going to be manifesting in different ways for all of you. But the strongest energy I'm feeling here is that, this is something more recent, because I just keep hearing the words, it takes time to know someone. It takes time to know someone. And the energy underneath all of this that I'm feeling is settling for less for love, settling for less than you deserve in the hopes of love. And there is this real kind of moon energy around this, where it's almost like there are things being hidden. And I just keep picking up on a little bit of a player energy here. And it may not be, that your person has been unfaithful, although for some of you that might be a thing that's happened or happening. But it's almost the sense of your person, still kind of being out there, flirting a bit, entertaining conversations in that way, enjoying the attention, and almost presenting themselves more as single, when really, they're in this connection with you. So with your overall energies, we have this Ten of Pentacles, and I feel for you, Sagittarius, that this is what you really want. This is what you're working towards with your person. It's about, putting that work, that effort in, and really building something strong that is going to, stand the test of time. You're looking to the future here. I feel for many of you, you're wanting to build a life, with a life partner. So with your person's view of you, we have the Ace of Wands, their feelings, the Knight of Swords, and their intentions towards you, the Page of Pentacles. And the challenge is strength, which is really interesting because, with this Ace of Wands, that's the energy of fire, of passion, creativity. And, there definitely is that chemistry in this connection. with their feelings towards you, we have this Knight of Swords, which Knights are, often messengers of change, and the Knight of Swords, I feel, is about clear, focused intention. And it's a very fast-moving energy, so sometimes, this can be somebody coming into your life or leaving your life very quickly. With their intentions towards you, we have this Page of Pentacles, which is an openness to a new beginning. And for many of you, that's your Ten of Pentacles. That could be moving in together, building for the future. But what's in the way of this is the insecurities and the fears which I'm feeling with your person. And this fear to commit and open up to something, more fulfilling, a deeper love, a deeper connection, and a fear perhaps to let go of an old way of being, which it feels like it was something that worked for them for a while, but then, at some point that's not something that's really fulfilling anymore. It's fun, being out there and kind of being single and, having all these different connections, but I just feel like, this person has kind of got to a point where that's not really it anymore. And with your hidden influence, we have the Three of Swords, which often indicates, heartbreak, emotional sadness, pain. And for some people, that's about a separation. And when I feel into your person's energy, I feel like that's what they're holding. They're holding a past heartbreak. It's something that they haven't really healed from. And so there's all these fears with this Strength card around, opening up to love again, and fears of being hurt or losing that love. They may have even had a betrayal in their past. And with your feelings towards your person, we have this Six of Cups. This is the energy of nostalgia. So for some of you, you may be in no contact, there may be a separation. And this is a card of nostalgia where, we kind of go back over the past and replay old conversations, look at old pictures, go back over, certain events. And I feel for you, Sagittarius, like there is this energy in there of, what if I'd done that differently? What if I hadn't said that? What if I'd said this instead? And just really kind of like going round and round over the past. But really, whatever it is that they need to work through with this Three of Swords and Strength card, that actually, is about them. But what's about you is looking at, what boundaries are you compromising? What are you settling for less for? In the hopes of having, that Ten of Pentacles, that dream, that potential. And it is perhaps also to have a little dip back into your past and have a look and see, what has kind of caused that, where was the groundwork laid, that has created this. And so with your advice and guidance from the universe, we have the Knight of Wands. And this is an energy of creativity, of passion. It's about, you know, taking action sometimes, moving forwards in some way. And with your potential outcome, we have this Five of Wands, which is a card of conflict. For some of you, that can be an internal conflict, or it could be conflict with your person. Let me just pull another card on that. Yeah, Death. It's what I was thinking it was. You know, this Sagittarius is about, you know, really staying true to what you want in a partner and what you deserve. And Death is about transformation. And, you know, it's actually not a negative card. It's a transformation that leads to something more, something better. But it's often something that is very necessary, and it's about holding true to you, even if, you know, that creates some conflict. Because in doing that, it gives an invitation to your person to step up. And, you know, whether they choose to or not, either way, to get this Ten of Pentacles, you know, this either needs to come to a close in order to, you know, allow that new person to come into your life who can give you what you want. Or it can be your connection, you know, renewed and restored. So let's just get your hidden message from your person. Okay. So, my life is not as together as it seems. I love you unconditionally. It's time for me to heal now. I know that I crossed the line with you. Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it there. If this reading resonated, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, no matter what comes through in a reading, moving forwards, always trust what feels right for you. So thanks so much for being here, and I wish you a great month ahead.